What up, this is Mystical Carter. Welcome back to the Waking Essence channel. Coming at you with another video. This particular video is going to be dealing with the Black conscious community and honestly, this video can apply to the black. This can apply to the preppers, the survivalists, Black consciousness, all of y'all. I don't have time to separate the video for every genre. That should have taken literally all day. So I'm addressing everybody on this dictatorship shit. Are you looking for a band of sheep to be following you? I mean, some of y'all got a Christianized apocalyptic view of what you think is gonna happen to the world. For some of you guys on both sides, it's a race war. For some of you guys on both sides, it's economic collapse. For some of you guys on all sides, it's a let's separate ourselves from society, whether it's by race, by ideal, or by sheer want. That's common. Can't no one group point the finger at the other group and say they're wrong for saying it, thinking it, or doing videos on it, because all of you do it. I watch a lot of different people's stuff. I don't just watch all black people, all pro-black people, all black conscious people, all white people, all white preppers, all that kind of shit. You know, I watch everybody's shit. I have friends and associates everywhere. Because that's how I am in real life. I'm not one of these people who will pretend to be cool with a certain type of person just for their view or just for their like button, because y'all don't hit the shit no goddamn way. I do the shit because that's how I really am. I really talk to everybody. I really can vibe and get along with everybody. When we're not vibing, I let you know we're not vibing. If it's shit I disagree with, I let you know I disagree. Everybody got this thing with them when they start talking about any type of revolution. Depending on what demographic you're talking about, they paint it a very different way. You know, in everybody's version of things going worse than what it already is, and being any type of anarchy, everybody wants you to ignore the government off top. That's on all sides, all races. Everybody wants you to arm yourself. That's everybody. I think that should be a given. I don't think you should need anybody's permission to be armed. Even the lunatics that I mentioned in my other video, even the lunatics, even the you know, and let me say that if you want the mental health, the mentally ill to be armed because it's their right or patriotic duty, whatever kind of fancy little title you want to put on it, then the felons should also get their rights to own a firearm back after their release too, after serving their time, if they've been in prison. It's time served. Because they're the ones who's living in the shit at the fan world right now. They're the ones who can't find work, place to stay, all that shit right now. And if you don't like people taking your mistakes and hanging it over your head for the rest of your life, you shouldn't do it to other people. Just like if you don't want nobody to disarm you and tell you how many guns and bullets and all that shit that you can own, you shouldn't do it to other people. I'm gonna keep that straight down the middle, and that's real talk. Everybody wants to be the only one armed and the only one giving out orders, and the only one bossing people around and enslaving people and eating people and all the rest of this shit. And like I said, I see that common in every group. is it a whole paramilitary mindset? Because people don't realize, and I know a lot of white people don't realize that there's a lot of veterans of color, right, as y'all call them. There's a lot of veterans of color. You know, from any war, anywhere, because nobody came to this bitch at the same time. Some of us come from a lineage, and our people have been here for thousands upon thousands of years. Others not so much. Y'all got a very warped view of history that's being told in America over who came here, when, and why. All white people didn't come here as slave owners. All black people didn't come here as slaves. Whether they realize it or not, all Spanish people weren't classified as Hispanic until 1970. You were still considered black and African. They could speak Latin and Greek. Get your shit together. Honestly, I lost my train of thought. I lost where I wanted to go with that. It was something else I wanted to bring up. But everybody wants these bandits. Oh, what happens when you end up with a dictator? You end up with a local dictator that, you know, you done put your food in the cash and everything. Y'all went to your little group. Shit in the world is flipped upside down. You get there, and they're like, look, before we release any of this shit, here's the ground rules. It's my way or no way, and your shit's mine, and you're not getting it back. And, oh well. I think Doug Bass brought this up. What if you put all your weapons and food and the cash with a group of people, and when the time comes, they turn their back on you? Thank you, Doug Bass. I meant to get at you and give you props for that topic. Because realistically, what you do? You could either kill who you thought was your friend and get your shit back, or get killed in the process. You know, that's something else. Everybody think they're invincible when they talk about this shit, like they're gonna be the only ones killing people. Like, your ass can die just as easy. Even with all those armored plates and shit, our soldiers still get their ass kicked and their ass is killed overseas. So let's not act like just because you got a Kevlar vest on that you're invincible. But that's it, man. Dictators and bullies and the shit at the fan. And what if your cash was stolen? That would really suck. I'm sitting there thinking about that shit, because a lot of you motherfuckers got that shit stashed now. Y'all have gone in on a bunker and all that shit. And I mean, and that's the point of being prepared, that you go ahead and get it while you can and get it out the way. But how many of you thought about that before you did it? What if this motherfucker turned their back on me? And what if they still do? Just food for thought, man. It's Mr. Ricardo, and I'm out.